Okay. What was my most recent Google search? I should check this. Hi, this is Leana Loving, and I am here as an Adult Time ambassador to answer some questions. Question number 1. What is the first thing that you do when you wake up? I think the first thing that I do when I wake up is usually masturbate. I know that sounds really weird, but I feel like it's just a good start to the day. I wake up, I cozy up in my fuzzy blankets, and I touch myself. I feel like everyone should do that in the mornings, just to, start the day. Am I a morning person? I should say that I am a morning person, but I'm also a night person. I think I am a hardly sleep at all person. Sometimes I might have like 4-hour naps in the middle of the day, but I like staying up till 3 in the morning, and I like waking up at 5 or 6 in the morning. So it's a very interesting balance where my sleep schedule is rarely ever consistent, but it turns out okay because my flexible sleep schedule allows me to attend a variety of shoots and either stay up super late or wake up super early, or both. Next question. Night in or night out? If I had to pick between having a night in and a night out, I would say that I would always have a night in. It's really important to me to stay home and to cozy up in my blankets, to read my books and spend time with my cats. Alone time is very personal to me, and I kind of need that space so that I can give all of myself to everyone that I speak to in the daytime. What does your perfect day look like? Let's see. If I had to choose what the perfect day would look like, I would wake up bright and early, maybe around 7 a.m., make myself a nice chai, and I would have a book of poems that I'd read as I have a little bit of breakfast, maybe some fruit and strawberries. Oh, I love strawberries. And I don't know if I masturbate or not. I'd leave that open. But the rest of the day, I'd probably pick flowers, play some video games, take a nice little 3-hour nap in the middle of the day, and then I'd probably stay up till 3 in the morning making art, drawing on my portrait pad. My alternative, though, to a perfect day is really being on set. That sounds like such a goody two-shoes thing to say, but I really love my job, and every day I feel like I'm just beaming sunlight out from inside of me. What is your zodiac sign? Okay, so not very many people know this, but I am actually secretly a Gemini. I am the twin sign, and I feel like it fits me really well because there's just this consistent duality inside of me. I'm extremely explorative sexually and very naughty, but I am also very conservative in the way that I dress when I'm not doing porn. I feel like porn is sort of my outlet for exploring myself that way, but everywhere else, I am very clothed. I'm usually wearing layers all of the time. What is my daily screen time? You know what? That is a good question. If I were to check my daily screen time right now, let us see what it says about me. Okay. Well, today it was 3 hours and 41 minutes, but apparently my overall average is 10 hours and 7 minutes. I spent a total of 34 hours on entertainment this week, 13 hours on social media, and 5 hours on productivity and finance, for a total screen time of 70 hours and 49 minutes this week. I am very busy. Okay. What was my most recent Google search? I should check this. Okay. Google. What's my recent Google search? Oh, okay. So apparently my most recent Google search was Boudica bodysuit. I was looking up the bodysuit from Thistle and Spire. But yeah, these are everything that I was looking at. Cute anime girls, Kyokai no Kanata, outdoor hot tub, outdoor kitchen, and Paul Heyman. Yeah, I don't know. I like wrestling. That's kind of a weird thing to notice, actually. What is your online stalking platform of choice? If I'm really stalking someone, I check their Twitter. I very rarely ever go on social media to look at other people's social media. That sounds very weird and self-centered, but I only really post on social media for work, and the rest of the time I cut social media out of my life. Otherwise, I hog YouTube. I watch it for a good amount of hours every day. Describe your private browsing persona in 3 words. Okay, if I were to describe my private browsing persona in 3 words, it would be naughty, curious, whimsical. I'm very unpredictable when it comes to my searches. You can find me in any corner of the internet. You really can. I'll just be everywhere. I might look up roleplay, I might look up video games, I might look up books. Everything that you can imagine, I will be hiding there. Actually, that sounds a little bit scary. Don't think too much about that. What video game are you secretly or not so secretly good at? Okay. I'm secretly really good at League of Legends. I love playing League of Legends ranked, even though solo queue is very difficult. I still do it to the best of my ability, and yeah. The highest rank that I've made, I think, is Emerald, so I'm not super good, but I'm like almost up there. Movie, TV, or video game character responsible for your sexual awakening. Okay. When it comes to thinking about what character gave me my sexual awakening, I have to say it was Velma from Scooby-Doo. That or Totally Spies. Totally Spies had so many kinks every episode. It's very weird to think about, but they always had like something vaguely sexual about Totally Spies. Like all 3 girls are dressed up head to toe in latex, and they all have like these super weird things that happen to them every single episode. Most of it is mind control. I'm just like, okay, they could have thought a little bit more about it when they were figuring those ideas out for every episode, but it made for a very interesting time, and I felt very confused. Velma particularly was my sexual awakening because she was just very sexy, and there were a lot of very embarrassing predicaments that she and Daphne got into. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And yeah. You can travel anywhere in the world. Where are you going? If I could choose anywhere in the world that I would go. I've already visited Japan a couple months ago. That was my life dream for the longest time. It was very eye-opening, very spiritually awakening for me. But the place that I've wanted to go for the longest, ever since I was a little girl, was Australia. You might find it really funny that I was attracted to Australia for the pure concept of the fact that everything in Australia wants to kill you. I loved that. I was like, wow, it's so dangerous. Imagine how thrilling it would be to live there. It's amazing, isn't it? And of course, very few people shared that sentiment at the thought of how dangerous Australia, especially Queensland, can be, which is in the northern part of Australia. But I was very attracted to the Great Barrier Reef. I was a very curious girl, and I still do want to visit Australia at some point. So, crossing fingers and toes on that one. What is something that you wish people knew about you? This is a really good one. I wish more people knew about the deeply personal aspects of my personality. That sounds really redundant, but I'm a very deep and philosophical person. And a lot of my fans know this, but people that are just meeting me might not immediately be able to recognize the deep amount of thought that goes into everything that I do and everything that I make for everyone to watch. So I hope that more people understand that everything I do with great intent. And I hope that all of that's cherished and appreciated. I love you guys. Next question. Do you have any fetishes? Ooh. So, I totally have fetishes. I think that everyone has their own unique fetishes, but mine are a little bit weird. I like hypnosis. I got very attracted to the idea of meditating and achieving altered states of consciousness. I really wanted to explore myself in that deep philosophical side of me. I was just like, there's so much more that I could experience, and our minds have so much capacity for more than we anticipated it can. So hypnosis was a way for me to escape sexually, especially when I felt hesitant to masturbate. I felt like I could unlock my body and unlock my mind in a very sexual and stimulating way. And so, I used hypnosis in a variety of ways, and I still do. It's very fun. If I was to think of lights on or off during sex, I would say either one. When you have the lights on, it's just a different experience than when you have the lights off. Lights off, there's sensory deprivation. You can't see as much, so you're focused more intently on the fingers, on just all of the interaction that's going on between you and that other person. And when the lights are on, you're able to appreciate the way that that person might be looking very intently at you, or they might be able to appreciate the way that you are intimately touching them and experiencing that moment with them. I feel like shared orgasms can be much more intense when the lights are on because you're so much more aware of each other in that moment. What is the craziest thing that's happened to you while camming? This is a really great question because I've had a lot of crazy things happen to me, but my craziest story was while I was camming during COVID. I had a tip menu option where people could tip 60 tokens for a song, and people kept tipping for songs until we had about 3 hours of sea shanties requested. So I had to masturbate to sea shanties for 3 hours. And if you don't know what sea shanties are, they are Irish sailor songs. So that was probably the silliest thing that I could have imagined. But I had a very busy and a very fun day. That's all I have to say about that. What am I looking forward to in 2024? There's so much that I don't think I can even completely anticipate. As of recording this, I've officially directed my very first 2 scenes for Adult Time under my own series called Intimately POV. I am super excited about it because it is my passion project. Intimately POV expresses my idea of how people should give love to their partners. It's a very wholesome, therapeutic sexual experience where the person that is watching can experience all of the love and physical contact that I feel like they should have in their intimate lives. So, yeah, I hope everyone gets to experience and experiment with that. But I have so many other projects that I'm doing, and I can't even describe everything that's happening. I'm already scheduled out till May. It is going to be fantastic to have all of this ready for everyone. I cannot wait. I hope that I get to have more directorial experiences. I hope that I just get to explore myself more, and I hope that I get to deepen my relationship with all of my fans, because you guys are what's important to me. So, thank you so much. I love you all. And that's the end of my interview.